Hey theorists, welcome to our countdown of the top 26 plot holes in shows, movies, video games, anime and South Korean shows. From the upside-down shifty rules in Stranger Things to the physics-defying inventory systems of our favorite RPGs, we're diving deep into the inconsistencies that make us scratch our heads and hit that replay button. Because let's be honest, we all love a good plot twist. But sometimes those twists leave us with more questions than answers. Plot holes can be frustrating, but they also give us something to debate and theorize about. They spark our curiosity and challenge us to look for explanations, even if it means diving headfirst into fan theories and speculation. So buckle up, theorists, as we embark on this journey to uncover the biggest inconsistencies in our favorite forms of entertainment. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew, and maybe even come up with some theories of your own. Kicking off our list at number 26, we're venturing into the sugary sweet, yet surprisingly sinister world of smiling critters. Remember the episode with those terrifying, perpetually grinning creatures, the smiling critters? Yeah, those guys were the heroes in the series, but what if I told you their existence might be a direct result of a plot hole, a missing piece in the puzzle that points to something far more sinister? We're talking about Professor Cakes, the seemingly harmless creator of science. The show never fully explains why he would create such creatures, but what if we dig deeper? Remember his tragic backstory, the loss of his beloved.
I gotta bring my dead girlfriend back to life. Gotta go through with killing Patient Zero tonight.
What if the smiling critters weren't meant to be cute, but rather a twisted experiment, an attempt to collect a specific essence, maybe even souls, to bring back his lost love?
So his plan was to resurrect his choked-out girlfriend by killing Patient Zero, and then resurrecting him along with everybody else who had died on the planet within a month? I mean, that's crazy.
It's a dark theory, but one that could explain a lot.
The smiling critters. They were never just about smiles. Sometimes the most innocent-looking things hide the darkest secrets.
If everyone who had died came back to life, I mean, that's newsworthy. I mean, had they never done a spell before?
At number 25, we find ourselves face to face with the stuff of nightmares, the animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy's. These metal monstrosities are terrifying enough as it is, but their ability to move with such speed and fluidity, defying their clunky mechanical bodies, has puzzled fans for years. The games offer a vague explanation. Remnant, this mysterious substance born from the souls of the murdered children, is said to fuel the animatronics' movements. But how exactly does Remnant work? Does it possess some sort of supernatural energy that interacts with the animatronics' machinery? Is it a form of consciousness that takes control, puppeteering the metal bodies? The games never fully elaborate, leaving us to theorize about the true nature of Remnant and how these haunted robots can seemingly teleport across the pizzeria. Is it advanced technology or something far more sinister?
Remnant is one of those concepts that keeps us guessing. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces, and each new game just adds another layer to the mystery.
Coming in at number 24, we delve into the world of Undertale, a game that toys with our emotions as much as it does with our understanding of reality. One of the biggest head-scratchers in this beloved RPG is the protagonist's ability to reset time and retain memories of previous timelines. We're told it's a power unique to humans, but the mechanics of how it works are never truly explained. Is it a form of time travel, a manipulation of the fabric of reality itself? And what about the other characters? Do they retain any semblance of memory from previous timelines, even if it's just a feeling of déjà vu? The game leaves these questions unanswered, prompting endless debates and theories within the Undertale community. It's a plot hole that, while frustrating, adds to the game's overall mystery and intrigue.
The concept of resetting in Undertale is both fascinating and perplexing. It's like the game is challenging us to think beyond conventional storytelling and explore the deeper implications of its mechanics.
Chapter 4. South Korean shows when character development takes a backseat.
At number 23, we turn our attention to the wild world of South Korean dramas. These shows are known for their gripping plots, intense romance, and occasionally baffling character inconsistencies.
It's not uncommon for characters to make decisions that contradict their established personalities or motivations, leaving viewers wondering if they accidentally skipped an episode.
While some attribute these inconsistencies to cultural differences in storytelling, others point to the demanding production schedules of K-dramas.
With episodes often written and filmed just days before they air, there's little time for meticulous character development or plot consistency.
This leads to a fly-by-the-seat-of-your-pants style of writing, which, while exciting, can sometimes result in jarring plot holes and questionable character choices.
Coming in at number 22, we're tackling the elephant in the anime room, power scaling.
Specifically, the kind of power scaling that makes you question if the characters are even playing the same game anymore. We're looking at you, Dragon Ball Z.
While we love Goku and his never-ending quest to become stronger, the escalating power levels in long-running anime series can sometimes reach ludicrous levels.
Characters who were once considered powerhouses get left in the dust by newly introduced villains or power-ups, often with little to no logical explanation.
This power creep can create jarring inconsistencies where the rules of combat and power seem to change on a whim to serve the needs of the story.
It's a classic case of rule of cool trumping logic. But hey, that's part of what makes anime so entertaining, right?
Sliding into number 21, we're talking about a plot hole so common, so universal, that it's practically a genre trope in itself, the magical bottomless inventory systems of video games.
Seriously, how many times have we seen our favorite RPG heroes lugging around enough weapons, armor, and miscellaneous trinkets to supply a small army, all without breaking a sweat?
It's a classic case of gameplay mechanics trumping realism.
Because let's face it, nobody wants to spend their precious gaming time micromanaging their inventory or making tough decisions about what to keep and what to discard.
So we suspend our disbelief, embrace the absurdity of it all, and happily loot every treasure chest in sight, even if it means our characters are carrying around the weight of a small car.
At number 20, we're revisiting the Island of Mysteries, the source of countless fan theories and the king of continuity errors, Lost. While the show's central mystery captivated audiences for 6 seasons, its complex storylines and ever-expanding cast of characters inevitably led to a few inconsistencies along the way. From characters seemingly forgetting crucial information, to plot points that were introduced and then never addressed again, Lost was a show that often left viewers scratching their heads and wondering if they'd missed something. But hey, maybe that was all part of the island's mysterious power, right?
Landing at number 19, we're diving into the world of cartoons, where the laws of physics are more like loose suggestions and characters can walk away from explosions without a scratch. From Tom and Jerry's never-ending game of cat and mouse to Wile E. Coyote's gravity-defying antics, cartoons have always embraced the absurd and the impossible. Of course, this disregard for realism often leads to some pretty glaring plot holes. But hey, that's part of the charm, right? We're not watching cartoons for their scientific accuracy. We're watching for the laughs, the slapstick, and the sheer joy of seeing characters survive situations that would leave any normal person as flat as a pancake.
Taking the number 18 spot, we're tackling a plot device so ubiquitous, so ingrained in storytelling, that it's practically invisible until you start to really think about it. That is, we're talking about plot armor, that magical force field that protects our favorite characters from harm, even when logic dictates they should be toast. Whether it's the hero surviving a hail of bullets that would make John Wick jealous, or the love interest conveniently avoiding a gruesome demise, plot armor is often used to ensure that key characters make it to the end of the story. At number 17, we venture into the chilling realm of creepypastas, those bite-sized tales of horror that keep us up at night.
These internet-born stories thrive on atmosphere, suspense, and a healthy dose of the unexplained.
And while that's all part of what makes them so effective, it can also lead to some pretty massive plot holes.
After all, when your goal is to scare the pants off your readers, who has time for things like logical explanations or detailed backstories?
Coming in at number 16, we're entering the dream within a dream world of Inception.
Christopher Nolan's mind-bending thriller captivated audiences with its complex heist narrative and stunning visuals.
But amidst all the dream hopping and reality bending, one question lingered. What are the rules of this dream world anyway?
The movie establishes a few ground rules. Time moves differently in dreams, for example, and dying in a dream wakes you up. But the specifics are often vague and contradictory.
This lack of clarity creates a sense of unease and uncertainty, which, to be fair, is probably what Nolan was going for.
But it also leads to some pretty significant plot holes.
At number 15, we're apparating into the magical world of Harry Potter, where time travel is possible, but not without its paradoxes.
The introduction of the Time Turner in Prisoner of Azkaban created a whole host of logical inconsistencies that continue to plague fans to this day.
For starters, if time travel is so readily available, why not use it to solve all of their problems?
Why not go back and stop Voldemort before he even becomes a threat?
Landing at number 14, we find ourselves in Westeros, a land of political intrigue, epic battles, and suspiciously fast travel times.
While the earlier seasons of Game of Thrones were praised for their realism and attention to detail, the later seasons seem to throw all that out the window in favor of plot convenience.
Characters who once took weeks or even months to travel between locations were suddenly able to teleport across the continent in the blink of an eye, seemingly just to move the plot along at a faster pace.
Coming in at number 13, we're blasting off to a galaxy far, far away to talk about the Death Star, the Empire's ultimate weapon and a prime example of rule of cool trumping logic.
Seriously, a planet-destroying space station that can be blown to smithereens by a well-placed shot into a conveniently located thermal exhaust port.
It's a plot point that has been debated and dissected by fans for decades, with many questioning the plausibility of such a glaring design flaw. At number 12, we're jacking into the digital world of The Matrix, where reality is a computer simulation and humans are used as batteries?
Yeah, about that.
While the concept of a simulated reality is intriguing, the science behind using humans as an energy source is, to put it mildly, flawed.
The human body simply doesn't produce enough energy to power a vast computer network like The Matrix. Stomping in at number 11, we're entering the world of Jurassic Park, where dinosaurs roam free and velociraptors are apparently masterminds capable of outsmarting humans at every turn.
While these prehistoric predators are undoubtedly fearsome creatures, their intelligence in the movie is often exaggerated to create suspense and tension. In reality, velociraptors, while intelligent for dinosaurs, weren't exactly rocket scientists.
Coming in at number 10, we're returning to Hawkins, Indiana, where the Upside Down lurks beneath the surface, a parallel dimension full of terrifying creatures and inconsistent rules.
While the show establishes the Upside Down as a dark reflection of our world, the specifics of its connection to Hawkins and the creatures that inhabit it are often vague and contradictory. For example, how exactly does the Mind Flayer communicate with Eleven and Will? And how come the Demogorgon can only enter our world through specific portals, while Eleven seems to be able to come and go as she pleases?
At number 9, we're entering the post-apocalyptic world of The Walking Dead, where the undead roam free and the rules of zombie infection are as clear as mud.
While the show initially establishes that a single bite from a walker is fatal, as the seasons progress, we see numerous instances where characters survive bites with little to no explanation. Is it a matter of where you're bitten? The type of walker that bites you? Or is it just a case of plot armor protecting our favourite characters?
Landing at number 8, we're revisiting the high-stakes world of Breaking Bad, where Walter White transforms from a mild-mannered chemistry teacher into a ruthless drug lord.
While the show is praised for its realism and meticulous attention to detail, one question lingers. How on earth does Walt manage to evade the DEA for so long?
Seriously, this is a guy who cooks meth in a beat-up RV, launders money through a car wash, and associates with some of the most dangerous criminals in the Southwest. Coming in at number 7, we meet Dexter Morgan, Miami Metro's most prolific blood spatter analyst, and a serial killer who targets other serial killers.
While the show's premise is undeniably intriguing, Dexter's ability to maintain his double life for so long stretches the limits of plausibility.
This is a guy who kidnaps, kills, and dismembers people on a regular basis, all while holding down a demanding job and maintaining a semblance of a normal life. At number 6, we're stepping into the TARDIS and embarking on a journey through time and space with the Doctor.
While Doctor Who's time-travelling adventures are a source of endless entertainment, they also generate a whole host of paradoxes and logical inconsistencies.
For starters, if the Doctor can travel through time, why not go back and prevent all the bad things from happening in the first place? Landing at number 5, we meet Sherlock Holmes, the world's greatest consulting detective, a master of deduction, and a bit of a walking plot hole.
While Sherlock's ability to solve seemingly impossible cases is a testament to his intellect, some of his deductions are so outlandish, so reliant on leaps in logic, that they border on the absurd.
It's as if the writers are so determined to showcase Sherlock's brilliance that they sacrifice logic and plausibility in the process. Coming in at number 4, we meet Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow, a vigilante who fights crime with a bow and arrow, and an apparently superhuman ability to recover from life-threatening injuries.
Seriously, this is a guy who has been shot, stabbed, beaten, and blown up countless times, yet always manages to bounce back good as new.
While his resilience is often attributed to his training on the island, it's clear that Oliver possesses some sort of accelerated healing factor that defies all known laws of biology.
At number 3, we enter the world of Supernatural, where brothers Sam and Dean Winchester hunt down all manner of supernatural creatures.
While the show's Monster of the Week format is a winning formula, the fluctuating power levels of both the Winchesters and their supernatural adversaries can be a bit head-scratching.
One week they'll struggle to defeat a low-level vampire, and the next, they're going toe-to-toe with archangels. Landing at number 2, we're back on the mysterious island of Lost, where the mysteries are as plentiful as the polar bears.
While the show's central mystery captivated audiences for 6 seasons, its ending left many viewers feeling frustrated and confused.
Despite all the clues, all the theories, the island's true nature and purpose remain shrouded in mystery. Taking the top spot at number 1, we find ourselves in Storybrooke, Maine, where fairy tales collide with reality in Once Upon a Time.
While the show's premise is undeniably charming, its inconsistent use of magic is a constant source of frustration for viewers.
The rules of magic seem to change on a whim, often to suit the needs of the plot, leading to countless inconsistencies and head-scratching moments.
So there you have it, theorists. Our countdown of the top 26 plot holes in shows, movies and games. From the time-traveling paradoxes of Doctor Who to the inconsistent magic of Once Upon a Time, we've explored some of the biggest head-scratchers in entertainment history. But here's the thing about plot holes. They might be frustrating, but they also spark our curiosity and keep us engaged. They force us to think critically about the stories we consume and come up with our own theories and explanations. Plot holes may be inevitable, but they can make the world of storytelling all the more intriguing. They remind us that even the most carefully crafted stories are still works in progress, open to interpretation and debate. So the next time you encounter a plot hole, don't despair. Embrace it. Let it fuel your imagination and inspire you to come up with your own theories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content.